Welcome to your weekend focus for April the 15th and the 16th, 2023. Well, the most amazing thing that's happening in the sky is the Sun and Jupiter are still together. I believe at the time of me taping this, the Sun is at 24 degrees, Jupiter is at 22 degrees. So if you've been with me for a while, then you know how powerful the 22 energy actually is. It's the most powerful number in the numerology. Things can change on a dime. Visionary thoughts can come in. Your intuition is way off the scales, right off the charts. So make sure that you are trying to manifest the things in your life through your thoughts, through your actions, through how you conduct yourself throughout the day. Let's start at the beginning, though. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now we have the 15 energy, and the 15 energy is our habits, our behaviors. The 15 energy asks us to change how we do things, because if we keep doing things the same way over and over, well, we'll end up with the same result, and it's not the result we're hoping for. So we have to look at where we are going to discipline ourselves, where we are going to make a commitment to ourselves, to change a behavior, change a habit. And that one change could mean all the difference for you. Now, if we go, and then if we add up the numerology of the day, it'd be a 4 plus a 6 plus a 7. That gives us the 17 energy, making the impossible possible. So you get the clarity, you get the understanding, the knowledge comes in, the wisdom comes in, or you take a risk, an educated risk, and it turns out right. 1 plus 7 is an 8. 8, abundance in your pocket. 8 is abundance. 8 is bringing in the things that you truly want. And how do you do that? It's by embracing your strength. It's by embracing your courage. It's about walking with a sense of integrity. If we look at the numerology for Sunday, it would be a 16 energy, and that is about awakenings. When the 16 energy appears, it's not always the kindest, okay? It's usually something that we have ignored for far too long. We knew we should have given it attention, and we didn't. Or perhaps we have just been living with it so long, we feel it's a way of life, that we have to do it this way. The 16 energy comes in and says, no, you're not doing it this way any longer. It's not going to be a part of your life going forward. And the 16 energy will make us deal with it in some way, in some form. Sometimes it's very harmless little things. Sometimes it really rocks your boat. So know that whatever challenges that you are facing, whatever anxieties and stresses you are feeling, know that it is for the betterment of you and your path going forward. And go with the flow as much as you can. Now, if we look at the numerology of the day for Sunday, it's a 4 plus a 7 plus a 7. That gives us an 18 energy. That is about looking within ourselves. That is understanding what brings us true happiness, what ignites us with passion and motivation. And learning those things about ourselves will push us into the right direction. Now, 1 plus 8 is a 9. We are in full moon energy. We will be until the solar eclipse appears on the 20th at 29 degrees. Yeah, I had to explain today to people about the solar eclipse, and they knew nothing about astrology, and it was very hard because I get a sense that you guys know what I'm talking about. So if I'm talking a little bit over your head, please let me know, but I try and simplify it as much as possible so that you can utilize the energy, so that you can stand with a strength, stand with a courage, stand with an understanding that you can go forward in the path you want. The energy is promoting it. My goodness, the energy is promoting it. Anyways, 1 plus 8 is a 9. Full moon energy is completions. 9 is completions. But 9 in numerology holds a very special significance in the fact that you are only completing things, ending things, moving past things, healing from things so that you can invite new things into your life by making space for the new beginnings, the new starts, what we want in our life. Now, the sun will be in Aquarius. Or the sun will be in Aquarius. The sun, well, I don't know why I said that. Oh my gosh, we're going back in time, people. Fasten your seatbelts, all aboard. The sun is in Aries for Saturday and Sunday, but it won't be much longer. Okay, it's getting ready to move. It's getting closer and closer. Like I said, the sun is at 24 degrees. It only has 6 more degrees to go before it enters Taurus, which changes the energy, which changes that fire energy, that wanting to be the trailblazer, wanting to be the pioneer, wanting to face the challenges, wanting to feel the successes, standing in your independence. Okay, so these are the things that we want to utilize right now because pretty soon we won't have that energy to support us in doing just that. So sun is in Aries. The moon is in Aquarius for most of Saturday. I think it's after supper time at some point. The moon will enter Pisces. So it will give us, it's more of a laid back weekend then. If we have, especially on Sunday, okay, we want to dream. We want to relax. We want to relax. We want to dream. We want to fantasize. We want to get lost in story time. So utilize that energy because we can. We can just turn on the TV and just watch show after show after show. And that will feed that Piscean energy. But wouldn't you prefer to be sitting there with a piece of paper and maybe drawing a picture of what your life looks like going forward? Writing a couple of pages about what your life looks like going forward. If you want to dream, then utilize that dream energy to push you forward. Maybe you want to sit in meditation and dream about your tomorrow. Expand your horizons in your thoughts in your mind. Okay, the Jupiter and the Sun, I talked a little bit about that already, but Jupiter is at 22 degrees. Okay, that is a master number. That is the the strongest number in numerology. The Sun is at 24 degrees, so they are still considered conjunct since the full moon. I know. This is beautiful time because it's the I am wanting expansion in our lives. Now, so this will promote pleasures in our life. This will promote cooperation in our life. And it could be a time because of where the moon is that we become a little bit more spiritually aware. As we go into Sunday, I think the Sun and Neptune are talking together in harmony. So we become more intuitive. We are more compassionate. Definitely more romantic. So Sunday is the date night. Trust your instincts to help turn your dreams into reality, okay? So it really does promote vivid dreaming, mystical work, tapping into the astrology, meditation, talking to God, your angels, the universe. And it will, use it to increase your self-understanding of your inner child, your inner expression, your talents, your abilities, your creativity. And it's a beautiful time to express to people your love, the romantic part of being in love with them, the beauty, the celebration. Okay, let's go to the cards. I'll give them a fast shuffle. Thank you to everybody who has been shopping. Okay, and I know there's been hiccup after hiccup after hiccup. And, it's just because I have to cover every country. I have to, and I'm not, I wasn't really aware of that. Okay. So beginners, okay, beginners, what are you going to do with them? Okay. So I'm really just an infant when it comes to getting a website up, getting a store set up. Even though I have been around for 10 years, I really didn't incorporate anything like this. If I want to do a set of readings, I would say, hey, get a hold of me for a reading, email me, message me on Facebook, whatever. So now I'm getting a little bit more structure as so that I can build on that structure, so I can build on that foundation. So there have been some hiccups, and I do apologize for that. So I'm going to run the sale for another week because that's only fair. Because, I mean, even this morning I woke up to another person in another part of the world that couldn't get it to work right. And some people have said, well, you only have PayPal, Telly, and, like, give me a break, okay? I'm doing my best here. But if I were to go to a Visa or a MasterCard or an American Express, they charge you a monthly fee. They charge you per transaction fee, and it's not like 1 or 2% people. Okay, they decide to take a large portion of that. And that would have to be reflected in my price points. And I want to make this information. Yes, I've got to keep a roof over my head. I've got to put food on the table. But I'm selling my books for $8. Okay, there's nowhere out there that's selling their books, I think, for $8. It's 20, 30, 40 because it's useful, strong information that I'm giving you in these books. And they're not 14-page pamphlets. They're 55, 65. I've put my heart and soul into a lot of this for you. So that you have the best experience, and you haven't been having the best experience. And I apologize for that, but it's about to get insanely better. I promise you. And I talked to my webmaster, and they are on it. I let them know at 1 in the morning that something was going wrong, and they were already at 7 in the morning saying, okay, we're looking at it now. We've done this, we've done that. so, I'm really trying at my end, and I have a wonderful support team that is helping me through this, because by now I would have thrown my hands in the air and went screaming away, but I'm still here and I'm still trying, and I'll get it right for you, I promise. Okay, I shuffled the cards. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we'll just recut them. Okay, our underlying energy for today. Look at this. Temperance comes out again. The 14 energy. Okay, I think this is day 3 or day 4 that we've had the 14 energy that we've had to deal with. Having more by having less. The 14 energy. And I said yesterday, I believe, or Friday, depending on when you're watching this, I said, oh, it's just a temporary energy. We're only really dealing with it today. Psychic in the house. But apparently it keeps showing up to remind us that we have to figure out what the perfect balance is for us. So it goes back to the 18 energy a little bit. The Sunday energy of the 18. Because it's about finding what truly makes us happy. Happiness brings in balance. What brings us passion? Passion brings in balance. What motivates us? Being motivated brings us into balance. All those things bring us into balance. So when we have a talk with our heart, or maybe our solar plexus, maybe even our sacral, because it could be your creativity is somehow blocked. But having more by having less. So what do you have a lot of that you really don't need? You got it because everybody else in their houses, they got it, so you got it. And that was just dumb, okay? Because it didn't make you happy. It didn't bring you any joy. But at the time you were acting out of the best interest of your happiness, your joy. But now we know that didn't really work. Okay, and now you're starting to learn a lot of what will work. And when you apply some of these things, you'll be amazed at how, if you stay consistent, how great your life can be every single day of every hour of every single day. So the 14 energy is here as an underlying energy to say, okay, why do I feel out of balance? Or why am I not really pleased in this area of my life? And what would I look like if I were pleased in that area of my life? And what would it take? What would I have to do? Or what would I have to say? Who do I have to bring closer or push away? What environment do I need to be in? And you will. If you seek the answers, you will find the answers. And then all of a sudden, you do feel a sense of control, a sense of confidence again in some place where you didn't have it before. Okay, our first card out is the Hierophant again. Oh my goodness. I clear these cards extremely well, okay? I think this is day 3 or day 4 for the Hierophant. I think he might have skipped a day or two. He might have been in the full moon energy reading, and he's still here. Okay, and this is about believing that there's something bigger than yourself, even if it is your higher self. But God, your angels, your guides, the universe, that cosmic, beautiful, divine energy that surrounds you. It's about finding balance through your spirituality, through prayer, through meditation, through going out in nature and realizing that there's beautiful flowers and wonderful trees and beautiful landscapes to look at all around you at times. And to take those in and be thankful and grateful that you have these beautiful moments in your life, these beautiful picturesque moments made just seemingly for you. We have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, you know, as we near the end of a full moon, this card usually comes out. Because we feel beaten up. We feel like, wow, we've really been pushing ourselves and doing stuff. And it's taking a deep breath. Now, in many decks, this card looks more like a crime scene. In fact, one commenter one day said, in my deck, it looks like we should have little yellow cones all over the front of the picture. I was like, yeah, I know. Some of them are so gnarly. It's unbelievable. Can I still use gnarly? Am I dating myself too much using that word? Anyways, these swords, I see them as behind you. They are your wall of strength. They are the lessons that you walked through, that you took away the wisdom, you took away the knowledge. You grew in strength, you grew in confidence, you grew in belief of yourself during these times. Yes, they were hard, and yes, you may feel a little beaten up and bruised because of it. And there you lay. You may not see this yet, but the sun is cracking through the clouds. The sky is opening up. And pretty soon you will feel the warmth of the sun on you, warming you. Pretty soon you will feel like pushing yourself back up, dusting yourself back off, and going forward into a path. A new beginning, a new start. Because it's almost like there's this awakening that's going to happen very soon in your life. When that card comes in, it's right in the middle. So yes, it could be, you know, with this new moon, with this solar eclipse, you also awaken to the true journey in your life, or the true passion in your life, or the true love in your life, whatever it may be. And we have the Queen of Wands. My gosh, she's been popular too. So they're all coming at us over and over again to drill this into our heads. Now, I love the Queen of Wands. Okay, look at her and her gold. Oh, she's majestic. Absolutely. She sits there on her throne, and she's like the judge and jury. She takes in all the information, all the knowledge. Okay? And she looks for the potential. How she can be creative within those plans, those strategies. How she can build a drive or an enthusiasm, a passion. And once she has her answers, and it doesn't have to be mapped out to every little footstep. It just has to be kind of a sketched in bullet point kind of thing. We're just going to go with the flow here. We're going to capture the potential of the moment. We're going to get some momentum going by motivating ourselves, some drive behind us. And when she starts going, everybody wants to be a part of it. They don't even care what it is. They just know that the energy is strong. Okay? And so here's the thing I'm going to throw at you. So often we back up from something because we don't feel our energy is strong enough, or we don't feel empowered enough to go forward in the way we want. And we tried, and we didn't really make a wave even. It was maybe just a little ripple in the water, and we thought that wasn't much. I don't know, but you made a ripple, and those ripples keep going. Okay, so if you keep going, those ripples will turn into waves. It's about investigating, it's about asking questions, it's about experiencing learning experiences in order to grow your wisdom, grow your confidence, and not staying in that place so long that you become the student of life, but rather you go out and you try what you've learned. You take that theory and you apply it. And if it doesn't work, then you go back and you re examine that theory. You get creative about it. You add potential where there seemingly was none. Okay, let's get a Nature Whispers card. And we have Contemplation, 29 and 11 energy. So I was talking about the master numbers today. There's a master number for you. That is the degrees our solar eclipse will be at, 29 degrees. So pay attention to this message because we'll probably hear it again over the next several days. Definitely as we get closer and closer to that beautiful solar eclipse that we are going to experience. The 29, and I do have, oh, do I? I don't know. I will be putting up. I will be putting up, I think. I don't think I have it completely done yet. But I will be going through the solar eclipse with you and Tea Time with Jelly. I've started work on it, okay? So, contemplation. And I'm just going to hold the card up there. You know, look around in the card, see what you see. Maybe it's a butterfly. Maybe it's a beautiful bird. Maybe it looks like a cardinal to you. Maybe, I almost see it like a bracelet there or something, but it's not her arm, is it? Anyways, enjoy your own company. This is a wonderful time for you to reorganize and consider the things you enjoy most in your life. Make a point of spending a little time allowing your mind to wander away from the everyday concerns that occupy your time. Give yourself an opportunity to be inspired. Ruminate on your inner voice and listen to your own counsel. And, and this is really what we've been saying, right? It's going to be, as that moon goes into Pisces, we're going to fall back a little bit. We're going to relax a little bit. We want the dreamscape. And yes, we could turn on Netflix and Netflix binge. That will feed the craving of the Pisces moon energy on you. And that's how most people react because they don't know, they don't harness that energy. They don't utilize it to move themselves forward. You know that you're going to be kind of into daydreamy. Record yourself just talking about what you want to step into. And then listen back at it. I bet you'll hear things you didn't even think you said. Try it. Prove me wrong. Go ahead. I'd love to know your experience. That just came at me. So it must be from Spirit. But I've never even done that, so I'm going to try it too. So I'll report back. But just start talking about your life in the future, of how happy you are, what color your outfit is, how your hair is done. For you guys out there, you sporting that really awesome looking beard and mustache. Who's around you? Who's celebrating you? Who's shaking your hand and saying, I knew you could do it. Fantastic job. Wow, look what you've created. You must be so impressed with yourself. You must be so happy with yourself. You must be so proud of yourself. And feel the pride beaming as you're talking to yourself. Absolutely. And I want you to make it I'm going to say I wanted a half an hour. I wanted a half an hour. If you don't have a half an hour to give to this amazing future, because need I remind you that the sun is at 24 degrees and the moon, Jupiter is at 22 degrees of Aries. Utilize this energy. Utilize the moon moving into Pisces. So this might be a little bit of homework that I'm giving you to do on Sunday, more so than Saturday. But if you feel like turning on the TV and watching Netflix or turning on the computer, your phone, tablet, watching, just watching something to fill the space and time, that will solve all those cravings inside of you. But it won't move you forward. Okay. Let's see what animal we get. We have the cougar, assertive. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and the confidence to succeed. So go within, okay? And tap into that courage. Tap into that confidence. Remember, the 8 energy is all about your courage. Okay? In silence, you find power. So take time out to meditate, to pray. Claim your leadership role and take action. And you say, Telly, I'm not a leader. I'm more of a follower. Give me a job. I'll happily do it. I'll work towards the success of the project in the group. But I'm not a leader. But you need to be a leader of yourself. If for nobody else, you need to be the leader of you. And tell yourself of what you're going to do, what you're going to accomplish, how you're going to accomplish it, how great you are, how special you are, how unique you are, how beautiful you are. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.